Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today we're in Kleber. We're on Islands of Ice, and we spawn middle. So you know what's going to happen. It's going to be chaos when I spawn middle. That being said, guys, this week we've had Azure Lane guides, and some of them, they've been the low-tier ones, so not some crazy damage games, obviously. Like you get at Legendary. That being said, I know what you're thinking. It's Kleber. How good is it going to be? It's going to be pretty solid. But the thing with Kleber is, Kleber can do it in a very quick amount of time and be an absolute game changer in a very quick hurry. And yes, I had run double detection on Kleber. Right? It serves me very well. I actually didn't when I first got it, and I was terrible in it when I was running like a 6 kilometer detect, like building fully into the guns. That was a terrible idea. I think it was like 6.1. That was an awful idea. No. So I actually run double detect and do way better because I don't really need that extra health. I have out DPM other destroyers obviously with the reload booster. And the detection's nice to get the torps off. Now, that being said, it did get nerfed a little bit on detection. So the same build is 5-4 now, but you'll see almost would be the same result anyway. I would play more to that detection, but again, the same thing. So right off the bat, I am hunting a destroyer. That's what I want to do. We're going to get the cap here, and all I'm trying to do is get a hold of this other destroyer. And it looks like he's running away. As you can see, we're located over here. But again, we're going to go ahead and head that way, right? I want to hunt down the destroyer the best I can. And we are going to try to get the base cap first, obviously. Now, like I said, gonna be, we're in a destroyer. It's gonna get, we're gonna sneak up, try to take out other destroyers, do what we can. We can't be stupid at the start. We gotta get rid of destroyers. So, Z52 we spot Z52. We out detect him, obviously. Now, I actually should just kept blind firing here, but what my thought was is if I drop torps, he's gonna see him coming. I'm sonared, right? So I'm thinking he's going to move forward and try to chase me. And if he does, that's a losing battle for that Z52. If not, I'm just going to drop spot and get out of there for right now. I didn't lose any health, really. And we did 6K to him. So we ended up much better on the thing. But you're going to see there is the entire enemy team is over going to C. And you're going to see I'm going to slowly make my way there because it looks like I think we got that covered on that side. Very limited. I'm going to try dropping torps on Colombo, but he's going to move. That being said, like I said, we're going to head over to C because we have one teammate over there. And that seems to be where we need to help out the most. And you're going to see here, we see a jerk come in, and actually I dropped these torpedoes pretty good. I was thinking he was going to cruise here and maybe pop his radar and turn into him to maybe try to dodge some of them. You'll see here in a second, but my daily dump Dave moment, run into an island. I do that from time to time, guys. That's just what I do, right? I was actually thinking about resetting these guys for the cap. Because all of a sudden, by the time I did get over here and was paying attention, there we were losing the A cap, even though we had a full health destroyer over there when we left. I didn't know the other destroyer was over there. I actually thought he was over here. So I actually thought 6 ships were on this side, and that's why I ran over here very quickly. But to be fair, that side is still holding their own. I actually thought they were going to win it a little bit quicker. And we did get a couple torps on Azure. Now, I am slowly starting to realize they have the caps. We have points right now, but this is starting to go. It could go real bad on us because these guys from C are going to start to get the flanks on them other ships. And we're going to go ahead and start to push up. Because there's a battleship over in A. And there's one in... and all their team is in C as well. So they can split our team up and make them hard to angle against. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So... my thought here is I'm just going to go ahead, get behind these guys, and make it hurt. And that's, you see that GK there? The striking ability of this ship is pretty good, because now we're going to get the last 7 minutes of this match is going to get pretty gnarly. We've had a slow start, but we've done our job. We've kept our base. We got a base capture. We helped try to get rid of a destroyer. And we kept the B cap. Now we are just absolutely obliterated him with a bunch of torps, right? We hit all 6 of our torps. It looks like he got a heal off. And we are going to start, as he turns his guns away again, I am going to start blasting him. We got a reload booster. There's no destroyers left on their team. And I'm going to start to be obnoxious. Now, this part I actually didn't expect. I didn't expect this GK to actually get a good salvo on me. That looked atrocious. I wasn't even going to dodge. And he does take half my health off because I was being dumb. And I should have dodged there. That being said, we are with Robin LaFierce. We got extra fire chance. And we have put him on fire. I'm thinking, okay, this guy's probably dead. You guys can see we did over 100k damage to this GK just alone between our guns and the torpedoes in a very short time, right? Like in a very short time. And in fact, we did 100, almost 110 because we had 26 after we hit a jur. We go for the other cap because we are losing the other 2 caps right now. So we're trying to play the cap game, but my team is falling apart horribly quickly. And it is not good. And the one ship I do not want to be up against right now in this scenario of all their ships that are left is a jur with a sonar, right? GK is at least low on health, so I wouldn't have to worry about GK as much, but a jur could be a problem. Also, right here, I'm going to be a little aggressive. I didn't expect him to kind of turn in here a little bit, and I'm going to have to bail out right as I get spotted. And, of course, right at that distance, he gets one secondary that comes over and resets me. So I got to wait a little bit here and to get this cap. That's kind of a poor move. I didn't expect him to come into the right, though, like he's doing. I expect him to kind of bow into the battleship. In our last battleship, you're thinking, okay, we got a broadsided jury. He's going to do pretty good. No, he's going to get absolutely mauled because he's broadside to one of their battleships. All right, so again, not looking good. And then if I, with a few minutes left in the score, as close as it is, and they have 3 all their ships are by caps, right? All of their ships are by caps. I gotta do one kill to make sure I can win this. I know that seems weird, but the score is really close. All their ships are by caps. They can stop points and change it in 3 minutes. And I'm going to do the Kleber thing and get aggressive. Now, I thought a jur was going to try to sneak around this island. A jur is actually going to surprise the crap out of me here. I thought he was going to be right here. He's actually out a little bit. And I assume if he's got his sonar on now, when he sees me, he's going to slow down for these torps, right? Because you're going to think, oh, he threw him on the white line. And you guys can see that's exactly what happens. He must have his sonar on. He must have saw him, and then he tried stopping. And he just ate all the torps as we depth strike him. And now we get to have fun and be obnoxious, which in Kleber, this is probably one of the funnest ships to play. Like, especially, Marceau is out now too. That's a fun one to play. GK, like I said, with these caps, right? They did get the cap, and they're trying to get the B cap. So I was exactly right on that outcome. And with a juror possibly charging in to C, we would have definitely probably lost on points. But Mia getting a juror was a 100-point swing there. So, we're going to go ahead, push up. And now this is going to be a little bit better as we absolutely stop GK from our getting our base. I do not want to give up. I'm a destroyer and I get a base. I want to defend it. I know it sounds dumb, but I don't like giving it up. And also in this match, we had 2 full captures and 7 detects. So we really did our job as a destroyer. This GK is just not going to be thrilled with me because he's again almost got the full base. He hit me pretty hard, so we're going to be obnoxious back to him. Just a little revenge shot, and this poor guy can't do nothing about it. It was fun, to be honest, to be obnoxious. But we almost lost this. I don't know how that you do almost 200k in a destroyer, get 2 solo caps, and still almost lose a match. Like, we can take a shot at Montana, we get our high caliber, we end up with like 176 damage or something. 2 solo caps. I don't know. I probably because a big amount of damage was on GK, but I felt like it was going to be higher than a 32 base game, but still solid. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you folks next time.